late at night. That's why it's dark and spooky upon my face. And we're going to be doing a teensy-weensy bit of Witcher 3. Because I fancy it. It's just what I want to do tonight. I don't want to get Far Cry 5 tonight. I just don't want that. I'm not into that. But I am into doing tasks for Bazza. Even though he's a bad fella. Just sort out all these wires. Skip all this. Hear the beautiful... Oh! I guess I'm just continuing. Did not even look at the menu for a microsecond. Hey, have we heard this little line of dialogue before? Don't think we have.
Ciri had never reached the Elven Mage.
Please.
The Wild Hunt had.
Please, there we go. There we go. Hey there, Dockhand.
You like the bass, but you won't eat, dimwit.
I was standing still. I will murder you. Anyway, we got a bunch of new quests as far as I know. So it's time to see if we can do any of them. Alright, no. It is pure Ladies of the Wood time. I think we worked out last time I was streaming that by doing Ladies of the Wood, we will probably get a lead. I think that's how we figured out that's how this is going to work. I could be wrong. I could be terribly wrong. Like, more wrong than I've ever been about anything. However, could also be fine. I'm just going to pop to the smithy to fully repair myself and to buff up my weapons and armor. Ooh. Spontano stream. I misspelled the word I made up. See, you shouldn't admit to that. You should say you spelled it exactly the way you wanted to spell it. Who would have been the wiser? Is there in fact a smithy here? Or did I just make that up? Oof. Alright, is there an armourer here? Oof. Oh, there is. He's just not near his gear. Okay. Nice music in this here town. So yeah. McKiddle. Do you remember that game Witcher 1 we were playing? And you were like, did this seriously get a sequel? Well, it did. And this is the sequel of that sequel. So, went from that ugly, janky game to something pretty decent.
Greetings. My, a Witcher. Something tells me I'll finally get something interesting to do.
Sure doesn't look like you're short on work.
So, this. A Redanian army order. But there's no pleasure in't. One after the other. Same thing time and again. No finesse required.
Looking to perfect your craft?
Of course. Crafting's like ploughing a maid. Fall into a rut and... Well, sure, you'll get the job done, but there'll be no hoops, no hollers, no standing ovation. So, got any special requests for me? Help me stay on form?
Still talking about armor, aren't we?
Aye. What else would it be?
Gwent. That's what it could be. But first of all...
You're in luck. I actually do have a special order for you.
Oh, that's fantastic. Mark my words, you'll be satisfied.
I basically just want you to fix my gear. Sorry if I oversold it there. Okay, equipped. And then you better believe...
So long.
We'll play a spot of Gwent, but I need to make sure I'm ready for this.
Greetings again. Sup?
I don't know if I'm supposed to play all these people,
Let's play cards.
or if I only need to
Gwent
play the
wouldn't be
people for the
bad.
quest, but either way I'm doing it. Because you never know what might happen. I think my deck is all good to go. Scoia'tael, eh? Alright, I'm thinking get rid of one clear weather, one siege expert. This isn't a fantastic hand though. This is not. Didn't even get a spy. So I don't want to play this one. There's really nothing I can do to trick him into playing loads of cards, is there? So far, he's played 2. Okay, now it would be a shame to have to blast out my horn, but I think it's the only way to get him really using loads of cards. So I played 3, and he's played 3. Let's see if I can get a better deal. He's now played 4. I don't even know what that counts as, but he did something. And I am passing. Interesting. You played a way stronger hand than you needed to. Right, and now I've basically no choice but to give it all I've got. Hey, Eorvith. Alright, so I win. Okay, now all of a sudden I'm feeling rather confident. Guess I'll just play everything I've got. Should have seen that coming. I fear not the frost. Alright, victory for me. What a grand old time that was. Now, onwards to Questland. Right, fast travel is here. That's pretty good. Where are we off? To Downwarren. But actually, do I want to go straight to Downwarren? As terrible as it is, I kind of want to pick up all these quests. But yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Let's see, is there anything? Yeah, I'm gonna go scoop up these quests just in case. Alright, that one is well, oh, I actually don't know if I can make it to this area yet, so never mind. Never mind. To Downwarren it is. Sorry for dilly-dallying. Thank you, Chorus of Friendly Sheep. That's pretty fancy. It's pretty terrible monsters. I kind of want to save the game, just in case I'm beset upon suddenly. Like that. What's this horrible thing then? Find the crones of Crookback Bog. What's this? What's this? Thingy on the floor. Geralt. Oh, is it not something I can actually remark upon? Oh, we're on the trail of treats, I believe. That makes sense. Well, ain't this relaxing? I'm surprised any children following this trail make it all the way to these crones, though. You'd think they just get killed by drowners about 5 feet into it. I'm liking the mystery base.
Doug went in the kitchen, stole a hunk of meat. Cook gave him a licking, strung him by his feet. Cooked and bled him empty, stripped his skin off clean.
Laughed and said, "How tasty, best sausage I have seen."
Cook's a stupid killer, shouldn't have ate the pup. Now we'll light a fire, gonna roast him up. 1, 2, 3, the one to fetch the kindlings. Thee!
It's the least convincing child voice I've ever heard.
Interesting rhyme.
Don't know you, go away.
I'm looking for the witches of Crookback Bog.
You looks like a witch yourself. The witches of the bog. We can't go in the bog. Gran don't let us. When my brother Zemek went missing, Gran said it was 'cause he went in the woods and got lost. Gran cried an awful lot after that. He could still come back.
What are you doing out here alone?
We's not alone. We's with Gran.
But where did you all come from?
We's orphans.
All of you?
There's a war, so there's orphans. Didn't know that?
A young woman got lost in the swamp. She has ashen hair and a scar on her face. You kids see anyone like that?
Ain't no lassies here. What am I? You're no lassie. Lassies got tits.
They do. Heard an old man say once, when the army was here, he says, "Hide them lasses in the woods. They's dazzling the soldiers with their tits, and it's torturing the poor lads." That's what he said.
Kids of the 1200s were so crude.
Anyone else here, besides you?
Meaning who?
Someone who might have seen the woman?
Like the six-eyed tree?
Tree snapped all year. But there is Johnny.
What's this talk? What kind of jabbering is this, eh?
You're way louder than everyone else in the game.
No one allowed here. Just kids. My kids. They're allowed. But who are you? Wearing swords like a bandit.
El Bandito?
Who's Johnny?
Johnny ate a cat. Come the more in some furry shat.
What's your language? They tells tales and tales. Naught but tales.
You one of the witches of the swamp? I hear Crookback Bog.
Witch? Me? Nay, I've no broom nor owl and not one wart on me nose. Got a pretty nose, see?
Gran's got a lovely beak.
Oh, you darling girl. Oh, kids are so sweet.
You look after these kids?
They're my grandchildren.
Gran's good to us. gonna be soup with scratchings for supper.
Kids get lost in the woods. I miss them. Seen them in the woods. No one has.
Just talking to the kids. Asked them if they'd seen a young woman.
I was a lovely young woman. Wore a long, beautiful braid my mummy did up for me. Had dresses with flowers on them.
Maybe
Okay.
you've seen her. Young,
That's not
ashen
relevant.
hair.
Your betrothed
Daughter, actually.
daughter? My dear, sweet little daughter. And her sister. Where are they now?
Oh my
Maybe
god.
they've come to some harm.
I've just had to do this for someone else.
A bit of help, please? A young, ashen-haired woman. Just need to know if you've seen her.
What are you looking at, children? Wash your hands, we'll go catch crickets.
Won't learn anything from you.
Aye, 'cause I don't know nothing.
That Johnny knows. He knows a lot. When I ask him something, he says, wait, I'll scratch my arse and tell you.
Ugly word. What you saying? To the hut. You'll stand in a corner. I'll make sure you do. You, be gone. Be gone.
Well, alright then, lead over. Or I could disobey the crone and not be gone. That might help.
Can't come in here. Not allowed in here.
I just want to talk to the boy.
Not allowed. It's not allowed.
He won't talk to you anyway. Gran don't like you. And Johnny's made up. And strangers steal kids.
Just got one question for you.
Don't be asking no questions. You're a stranger. Not allowed to talk to strangers.
Not even from round here.
No. Suit with scratchings.
You here? Says he's afeard of you. Stop scaring my kids.
Find a way to lure Gran away from the hut. This seems like just a really good idea. Good and wholesome.
Why don't you want to talk about Johnny? One of you knows about him. The others must too.
It's just him who's pals with Johnny. They pick mushrooms and hunt snails. But Gran says Johnny's made up.
Have any of you ever seen Johnny?
Of course. Looks just like him.
Then why do you say he's made up?
Gran says so. And Gran knows lots.
Does your Gran treat you right? She ever hurt you?
Never.
When we're bad, she cries.
She's scared. Says strangers might take us. And we'll disappear.
The boy who plays with Johnny, he must be brave.
Not brave, just stupid. Sat his bare bum on an anthill once. But yeah, he plays with Johnny. He don't listen to Gran and goes in the woods, and then he's got to have a time out. And he eats snails. Yuck.
The girl I mentioned is in danger. You gotta help me get your Gran away from the hut so I can talk to Johnny's friend.
All right, but you've got to do something for us too. Play hide and seek. Gran never does. Says her feet hurt.
Let's play. You hide, but if I find you, you have to help me talk to the boy who knows Johnny.
You're cheating,
Easy
Geralt.
to
You've got
find is
Witcher
easy.
senses.
Means he's never hid from the black ones. No looking, and you have to count out loud. All your fingers, toes too.
1, 2, 3, 18, 19, 20. Ready or not, here I come.
He sounds into it. And now it's time for Geralt to shamelessly cheat. Hide and seek. Alright. The footprints are going this way, I think. Loot, though. Let's read this. Journey to the end of the world. Sirens, the Harpies' distant relatives, are winged monsters found in the Skellige archipelago, most frequently on unpopulated isles or in the inaccessible coastal areas of populated ones. According to legend, they are daughters of the mythical winged giant Hrazvelg, who lives on the edge of the world and births gales with the waving of his wings. Hrazvelg's daughters seek out the company of giants and often make their nests near their lairs. These creatures attack boats and ships from the air, tearing sails and rigging to shreds, and rendering the vessels immobile. At times they will snatch men or cattle from the deck and drop them from great heights to their death. They also attack travellers trekking across isolated beaches. Ooh, succubus decoction. Nice. Oh, hello.
There you are.
How'd you find me?
You were not hiding that well. Let's be completely fair. Ew, and succubi. Nice. Lunar shards. Don't even know what that might be. Alright. Let's find more chillins. Witcher senses. Alright, here we go. We must climb.
See you. Come out.
Why would you be sad about being found? Surely being found denotes the next part of the fun. Hi, Gran. Hope you don't mind me just helping myself to all of your worldly goods. Can I not? I can't leap through the window. That's a shame. Gonna have to go all the way around. Just strikes me as terribly unfair.
I can see you.
No fair. I'm supposed to win.
How do you win hide and seek? Do you just get bored? Never really understood it as a kid. Me sen. Alright, I'm seeing no trail whatsoever on this final child. Which means they must be up to some nonsense. Bet they're in here. Nope. It's actually kind of freaky. Here we go. Hard to tell what direction the footprints are going in. This way. Let's follow the trail. Ah, hello.
Found you. You're the last one.
Bet you cheated. Come to the cottage. I gotta tell the others I won.
So you have
Found
to be
you.
the last person to be
Now
found.
you gotta keep your word and help me talk to Johnny's friend.
Why wouldn't we? Promised, didn't we? Gran! Gran! Bumblebee bit Yagner in the arse! Gran! Come!
She will probably see you. Or not.
Don't be afraid.
Don't know nothing.
I won't hurt you.
Where's Gran?
She's dead now.
She's busy.
In hell.
Why are you scared to talk?
I'm not scared of nothing.
You're all scared of something. Would have told me about Johnny otherwise.
I'm worried about Johnny. He don't come round no more. Once, when we was mushroom picking, I saw his burrow. But Gran yelled at me, said not to talk to strangers, 'cause then kids go missing. She worries about Johnny too, though she says he's made up.
Where are you and your friend's parents?
Dad, some starved, others were killed, like mine. One day,
Your hair's looking
we went
fucking
out at
ridiculous
dawn
right now.
to look for berries in the woods. Still some around back then. When I was coming home, I heard the yell,
Like this.
then laughing. Went up and hid in the bushes near the woods. My mum yelled, and the soldiers laughed. Laid my pa down by the barn door. His head clean off. And then my mum.
It's all right. That's enough. I just want to talk to Johnny. He could know more than you.
Not gonna hurt him, right? 'Cause he's real. He's not made up.
I'm not gonna hurt him.
Johnny used to be boy, 'cause Gran liked listening to his songs. When we was picking mushrooms, Johnny said he saw a girl with ashen hair in the swamp.
Where can I find Johnny?
There's a little meadow on the edge of the swamp. This strange tree grows there. Look around. You'll see him.
Thank you.
Time for more Witcher Sense shenanigans. I'm actually just gonna do something about this ridiculous situation. That situation did not get any less ridiculous. That will have to do. Or you suspect, or you need a haircut. Literally just right here. Horrible monsters all over the place. And everyone's okay with this. Alright. Potions. Alright, for starters I want the necrophage oil. Don't mind. And I would like a northern wind to go in the place of my dancing star. Fucking die! There we go. Now drowners, as I understand it, are weak to Igni. So, that was pretty much perfect.
If Johnny's real, he must leave prints.
True. But Johnny comes after loot. You must know this, Geralt.
Small footprint. Johnny's been through here.
How did Johnny survive all this? As fun as that was, I am going to need to quen up first. Is my Quen out of duration? Oh, that was close. And we need a touch more of the old oil. Well then. Roasted and toasted. Sorry if I'm like try-harding these fights a bit. I just keep everything going smoothly, and I'm continuing to try to optimize my combat technique. Because I think ideally I shouldn't be having to like constantly refresh my Quen. I should avoid damage often enough that I can use more signs. So that's just what I'm working on, a bit of a sort of cautious combat technique.
Tracks lead to a burrow. Wonder what's inside.
Probably Johnny! May we enter the burrow though?
Johnny?
Johnny, be good. You don't look exactly like the other
Don't
kid.
be afraid. You're a Bucka? A Luton? Ah, a godling. Not many of you left. I'm looking for a woman with ashen hair. Seen her? Tell me everything, from the start. Where did you see her? What was she doing? It's important to me.
I don't
Why
reckon
not?
he can talk.
You know the kids from the clearing well? Don't be afraid. Not gonna hurt anyone. This where you live? Cozy Burrow. Good location. Must know about everything that happens in the bog. Doesn't bother you having monsters for neighbors? What's wrong? Can't talk? Why? Lost your voice? Can I help you somehow? Can't understand you. Try to explain it somehow. Want me to follow you? No choice, I guess.
Oh yes. It's time. First of all, we've got to get this out of the way. Sadly, we just got to throw a few points on that. It'll hurt, but it will be worth it. Probably. Yeah, I'll look at what godlings are all about in a bit.
Damn it.
Whoops. Are we oiled up? Johnny? Alright. As far as I know, I do have to do this fight.
Ugly bastard.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so I'm oiled. Come on, mates. There's my Quen going down.
Time to end this.
Oh no. Perfectamundo. Allow me if you will. Ooh, honeycomb, nice. It's been a long time.
Stay close to me.
The mystery base is back, and I like it.
This the place? Let me look around.
Voice got
Something's on the
stolen by a
ledge.
big bird.
Something that'll get you your voice back? Guess I gotta make this climb.
It looked like a big raven nest, I've got to say. Yeah, those aren't ravens. What is that? Is that another cockatrice? No, it's a wyvern. Right, let me see what they're all about. Bestiary. Sadly, I don't think I know anything about wyverns yet. I know there's loads of new entries to read. I'll check them out in a bit. I'm just going to assume that wyverns are similar to cockatrices. Oh, okay, harpies as well. I'm going to assume they're draconids. So let's get draconid oil out. It's this one, right? Use a Yearden actually to slow these down. That's annoying, I knew that was going to happen.
Come closer.
bollocks. It's down. Let's see if I was at all correct. Most dangerous of all are the Royal Wyverns, or as they're called in some circles, the Royal Pains in the Arse. Albina Totelkamp, lecturer in the natural sciences of Aretusa. Wyverns are often mistaken for dragons, and though they are much smaller and they're much smaller than their more famous kin, and do not breathe fire, they are likewise extremely dangerous monsters. Especially feared are the so-called Royal Wyverns, who, like their namesake monarchs, are exceptionally ornery and extremely deadly. So Golden Aureole gets them going, Grape Shot gets them going, Draconid Oil and Ard. Alright, that was pretty correct then. And Harpies, I'm going to guess, are hybrids? Yeah. I actually don't think I've read this one either, so let's read it. Most monsters don't actually keep any treasure in their lairs. Harpies, though, they like shiny things. Letho, Viper School Witcher. Remember good old Letho. It is hard to say what is most repulsive about harpies and their cousins, the Shishigas. Their hideous appearance, the overwhelming stench of rot and bird excrement that clings to them, or their blood-curdling screech. Suffice it to say that even rats who dwell happily among the rankest fecal matter and rotten waste give their nests wide berth. Harpy nests are most often found atop high cliffs or rocky ravines. Sure signs of having strayed near one are crumbling human and animal remains, guano-streaked rocks and feathers littering the ground. Harpies and Shishigas hunt in flocks consisting of a handful of up to 20 individuals. Though rather cowardly and cautious, harpies fiercely defend their nests and will not hesitate to attack when outnumbering their foes. During combat, they use their ability to fly to dive swiftly to strike their victims one by one before soaring back up out of reach. They can kill with their wings or their sharp beak and talons. Once they're on the ground, they move slowly and clumsily, and thus no longer present much of a threat. Grape Shot, Hybrid Oil, and Ard. Alright, I had their numbers straight away then. I was using Draconid Oil, obviously, to prioritise the Wyvern. I do not know what Hybrid Oil looks like. I should have checked. In fact, I don't even know if I've got Hybrid Oil. Oh, there it is. Are they not, like, interested in actually fighting? One down. Whee! God, these harpies are cowards. Don't want to fight me properly? Fuck you. Ah, they got me. There we are. Better save it just in case anything really dramatic happens. Whoops.
Maybe he meant this bottle.
Interesting.
fish! Bumblebee! Flabbergasted! Ha! The sound of it!
I knew this would be a
Peter Piper picked
disappointment.
Proximo a pack of pickled peppers by the pontar.
Done celebrating?
My favourite words! Life without savouring the sound of surreptitious shenanigans is like licking snails through a clock. Thank you for this, noble whoever you are. Long be your life.
Hang on a minute. I helped you, now you help me.
Would you turn this beautiful act of altruism into a banal bartering of favours?
How'd you lose your voice?
One morning I awoke and opened my mouth for my usual bout of singing with the thrushes. Lo and behold, no sound escaped. I tried and tried, almost burst a blood vessel.
Ooh.
Then I went to the village, because word has it the new cunning woman works miracles. But people began crying out, "A smudger! A smudger!" and sick their dogs on me. Do I look like a smudger to you?
Not a bit.
Well, I thought not. So it must be the crone's doing. Who else would curse me? Blackbird friend of mine located my voice, but I was helpless to retrieve it.
Couldn't ask a raven friend to just give you the bottle?
Ravens serve the crones. They don't help no one.
Except the crones.
How do you lock someone's voice in a bottle? Just wondering.
As am I, especially as mine's a voice to crown all voices. Sometimes it's like a forest brook, at others like a roll of thunder. And let's be honest, I talk enough to fill 3 barrels or more.
Somebody used some powerful magic on you, as a prank or just to be mean. I'm looking for a young, ashen-haired woman. See anyone like that?
Did I ever? Remember it as if it were yesterday. Soon as I woke, I went to empty my bowels. My favourite part of the day. Defecating to the sunrise, downright glorious. Suddenly, heard a bang, so loud it couldn't have been me. And that lass appeared, out of nowhere. Young, ashen-haired, just like you said. Wounded and panting to boot. She raced off towards the children's hut. Quick as if the crones were after her. I yelled some unpleasantries. She disturbed my morn. Sadly, I'd lost my voice, so I don't think she heard me.
I love the sincerity in that, so it couldn't have been me. It's like, properly considered the possibility that it was.
What do you know about the crones?
They're as old as this forest. Cruel, vindictive, not to be crossed.
What if someone does cross them?
Might take his voice, might take his life. Depends on their whim. They're nasty, although they care for this land and its folk in their own way. Supposedly they always keep their word, but you must be careful what you ask for. Won't find them until they want to be found. See them until they want to be seen. But remember, they see and hear all that happens in the mire.
I've been to the village in the swamp, met a woman who might have been a crone.
Did she seem confused to you?
Nuts, completely.
So I'm not crazy. That's no crone. That's the granny who takes care of the orphans. Claims the kids made me up. Me!
An orphanage in a swamp?
What do you have against swamps? Lived here my whole life, and I heartily recommend it.
She ran off toward the orphanage. Kids could know something, or the old woman who takes care of them.
Oh, that old hag don't speak to strangers, and you're a stranger.
Will she talk to you?
I have spoken to her, got my ways. So be it. You helped me, and I'm no bore. Come with me.
Alright, Johnny. Oh my god, what? But I always like saving games. Alright, before we follow Johnny around, let's catch up on some of the things we've not read in a while. So, I think we're all sorted here. Didn't actually read this against the Shrieker specifically, I don't think. Heard you have a problem. A monster you call a Shrieker? Aye, prowls about it does. Snatches cows and goats mostly, but it won't scorn a man if it runs into one. Conversation overheard at Crow's Perch. The monster tormenting the residents of Crow's Perch turned out to be a particularly nasty cockatrice. Geralt was not surprised the Baron's men had been unable to stop it. They could not possibly withstand the surgical precision of its strikes, which slice open arteries and provoke an outpouring of blood only the swallow potion could hope to stop. Or a quen. Neither did they know to force it to the ground with a crossbow, a bomb, or a sign, and then evade its charge by rolling onto the monster's outstretched wing. Just when it seemed the villagers would have to learn to live in the shadow of a bloodthirsty beast, to always look to the sky with fear, the witch arrived and put an end to the shrieker for good. I sure did. Right. Don't know if I've read this one, so I'm just going to read it. A merchant once told me I reminded him of an Arenia. Naturally, I immediately teleported him to one of their nests so he could see for himself how ill-fitting a comparison it was. Letanide, the sorceress also known as Coron. Hard as it is to imagine, the Arenias found in Skellige are even more repulsive and dangerous than harpies, their close relatives. Though well-rotten carrion is their food of choice, they will not turn up their noses at fresh meat, man flesh included. When they spy a potential victim, Arenias, like harpies or shishigas, will try to make full use of the strength of their numbers and the ability to control the skies. They will circle above their prey, then attack from several directions at once, striking with razor shark... Yes, that is razor shark talons, and tearing their targets to shreds. While attacking, they aim for the neck, eyes, and other vital organs, often causing their prey to bleed to death as a result. In this way, a small flock of Arenias is able to make quick work of larger and better armed victims, who often are not able to defend themselves effectively from several opponents attacking at once. Alright, we've not read this before. Out at sea, if you hear a beautiful woman singing, turn the ship around at once, you understand? Even if it means sailing straight back into a storm. Araik of Hindersfjall. Advice given to his son before his first solo voyage. Like skilled hunters setting out wooden ducks to lure in drakes, sirens and lamias lure men near using their own bodies as decoys. They can transform to resemble beautiful human maidens, though with tails covered in silver scales instead of legs. Once a naive sailor gets within arm's reach of these beautiful creatures, their fair faces suddenly turned to fang-filled, fish-like maws, and lovely tails promising unknown delights become sharp, death-dealing talons. One legend claims sirens and lamias were once friendly towards men, and supposedly were even known, albeit on rare occasions, to accept some sailors' clumsy attempts at courtship. In our day, however, they are decidedly aggressive, perhaps soured by the numerous kidnappings carried out by frustrated sea salts. Whatever the truth, one thing is certain. These days, the monsters display no signs of goodwill, and so when spotting them, one should immediately reach for one's silver sword. Sirens and lamias, the sirens' more dangerous cousins, usually hunt in flocks, making use of their numbers, as well as their ability to move effortlessly through water and air. Finally, the old succubi. Again, good grief, woman, I'm spent. Lester of Smolton to a succubus, a few days before taking a vow of celibacy. Unlike other monsters, succubi and monads feel no desire to kill, do not crave human blood, and usually do not in fact mean any harm at all. They are motivated by one thing and one thing only, an insatiable lust. They try in vain to slake this by engaging in sexual acts with any other humanoid species they encounter. While it must be admitted that their victims rarely put up much resistance, this does not mean succubi and monads do not present any danger. Their never-ending advances, though pleasurable at first, have pushed more than one man to madness or even death. Death by Snoo Snoo. Succubi and monads usually can be found near human settlements, including small villages and populous cities. They prowl at night, though when stricken by serious need, they will leave their lairs during the day as well. They shower their affections on men as well as women, the young as well as the old, the ugly as well as the beautiful. Some of them are particularly fond of pastors and other holy men, whose seduction they treat as a sort of game. Though succubi are peaceful by nature, when forced to fight they will defend themselves fiercely. One should thus not be fooled by their fair appearance. Under the velvety skin of their arms lie muscles of iron, and a blow delivered with their rear, goat-like legs or the thick horns on the head can easily crush bone. Well, there you have it. Not too long ago, the areas around peasant hamlets were chock full of guardian spirits. Today, it's nigh unto impossible to spot a brownie, booker, or lutin. Ooh! And godlings, they are always the first to go. Such is the price we pay for civilization's forward march. From the preface of To the World We Have Lost by Professor Dorigere. Godlings, sometimes mistaken for Luton, are woodland creatures dwelling in burrows and moss-covered hollow stumps on the outskirts of human settlements. They are similar to children in behaviour and appearance, and, like children, delight in mischief. Godlings are deeply rooted in their home territory and perform acts of care and guardianship to those dwelling near their burrows. They watch over people as well as animals, but shy creatures by nature, they try to do so while remaining unseen. Godlings are drawn to joy and innocence, and so delight in the company of children, and usually only show themselves to the young. These hard-working and clever creatures gladly perform small services for those in their care, asking only for respect and payment in the form of food or cast-off tools in return. They are easily offended by churlish, ungrateful, or simply rude behaviour. Godlings also treasure their peace and quiet. When the village a godling watches over becomes too populous for its inhabitants, its inhabitants forget the old ways, it will abandon its burrow for good and walk off to destinations unknown. Sylvans are cruel, greedy, and treacherous. Still, I prefer them to Dwan, Yavin, legendary Scoia'tael commander. Sylvans and Yakshas, a kindred species, are extremely rare woodland creatures whose appearance combines traits of goats and rotund men. These beings usually pose little danger, for they limit their contact with humans to playing harmless, although often bothersome, tricks and eating crops from their fields. Marvellous. Hang on, we've also got some characters to look at, I think. Oof. Quite a lot. You know what? I'm thinking I might skip the characters thing, because they basically tell us what we already know. Because we interact with these characters, and that's where that thing gets filled up from. Don't know, maybe that's a cop-out from a lot of reading, and I just want to get back to the action. Usually you don't learn anything from the characters thing. Do you doubt me? You've seen what I can do. But oh, hello there. Oh, I didn't get the kill. What a fucking shame. Took a risk going Quenless there, but seems to have paid off because the water hack is well on fire. Ah, you big-armed bastard. Easy peasy. Didn't even take actual HP damage. I don't know if there's a knack to killing them in one blow after using the bomb, or if it's just luck. Sucks to be that fella. Come on, Johnston. Could you go any faster, Johnston? Any faster at all? Suppose the answer to that is no. I remember Begatic. Picked a lot of that in Witcher 1. For the Kavist.
Good. It's clear. Not a crone in sight. I need to sing to Gran. That ought to calm her. Little Johnny softly gazing, fire waning pale. Pop! A spark jumped out and whispered, "Listen, I'm a tale."
You got your voice back.
I did, though I seem to have lost an octave somewhere in the process. I shall look for it when I get home.
You're not allowed here, Johnny. You shouldn't have come.
Calm down, Gran. Don't get angry. It's not good for you.
The woman I asked about earlier.
Forgive me, Gran, but this fellow absolutely must talk to the ladies.
No, she's not allowed.
Please, it's important.
The fellow will be quiet. Gran, please hear me out. I found little Yagna when she got lost, did I not? Did I break Ginny's fever too? I did. I ask anything in return? No. Didn't even fuss about my stolen voice. Well, now I want something. Gran, help this fellow. Because otherwise he'll pester me day and night, even during potty time. His lass is missing. Perhaps the ladies can help find her, eh?
Well, since you put it that way, Johnny, I'll help him. Come with me.
Hi, John. Oh, are they in this locked tower? I'm expecting them to look proper freakish. Like in Sleepy Hollow.
Good lad. Though the ladies don't like him. No. Foul creature, they say. Don't like him.
Who are the women in the tapestry?
Those are the ladies. Ladies lovely, with power o'er all. Beseech I thee, answer my call. Before you a worm crawls, wretched and small.
Bit rude to worms, this incantation.
How dare you disturb our rest, woman?
Someone speaking through you?
Good looking and clever, too. Where have you been hiding, boy?
I'm looking for the woman with ashen hair. I know you met her. Where is she?
Oh, he's impatient. Perhaps he only likes ashen-haired girls.
The young woman. She's my daughter by choice. I raised her.
If she's shapely, what does it matter?
We have standards. I'm not a Redditor.
Matters to me.
I believe we've hit a nerve. He's bubbling like well-fed yeast. Oh, that's how I like him.
It's clear you met her. Tell me everything.
That was blunt. Well, perhaps it's for the best. Tell me, have you got bollocks? Do you fear woodland beasts?
Oh, hard times are upon us, white-haired one. Brother has turned against brother. The land is soaked in blood. Evil reigns stronger than ever before.
A dark power has surfaced near Downwarren. It feeds on hatred and disdain. Destroy the beast, and we may be grateful. Tell you all we know about this ashen-haired maid.
What was with the recording quality of that line?
Dark power? You need a knight-errant or a witch hunter, not a witcher.
The Alderman of Downwarren will tell you all. Remember to collect payment from him after you complete your task. And now our servant will bring you the dagger.
A dagger? What for?
When the Alderman sees this dagger, he'll know we sent you. He'll aid with all.
I'll talk to the alderman, but I can't promise anything.
Move, woman! Give the young man the dagger.
And you, White One, return only once you've completed the task.
Aye, mistress, right. On me way. Dagger. Gotta bring the dagger. The dagger. For you. Lady told me to give it you. Here it is. The dagger.
This is one of the most drawn-out passings of a dagger I've ever seen.
Place the alderman's payment on the stone. Stone bear. Stone shear. Stone nose. Stone ears.
Alright then. But first, let's loot the fucking fuck out of this place. As I read, witches, not quite the devils you thought. Go on. A conviction has arisen amongst both mages and the hoi polloi that witches barely raise a hair's breadth above animals, that they are deformed and bloodthirsty mutants, that in slaking this thirst they do not limit themselves to the fluids of monsters. Meanwhile, the research and observations of Virgil of Ban-Ard paint an entirely different picture of the cast. Of course, it is an indisputable fact that the mutations witches undergo influence their temperament, immune system, strength, and endurance, yet one cannot consider them unthinking beings forged only for killing as a result. In fact, witches cultivate a unique culture, a specialised body of knowledge, an effective training system, and even a code of honour. They know an incredible amount about the effects of ingesting various organic and inorganic substances, and also a small amount, but nevertheless something, about the fundamentals of magic, by which I mean the simple spells they call signs. On the surface, the witches appear to be a homogeneous social entity, but in truth their fighting styles, training regimens, and worldviews differ significantly depending on the school to which they adhere. The best-known witcher schools on the continent are the School of the Wolf, the School of the Bear, the School of the Griffin, the School of the Viper, and the School of the Cat. Wow, witches are being added to a bestiary entry? Cool. My evening with a or it could be this, in fact. My evening with a vampire. Truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. I met a vampire of which I write years ago, in an inn in Beauclair. He introduced himself to me as Regis, or Reggie, I don't know, and said he was barber and a medic. Since he looked in every aspect like a mortal man, I might never have even suspected his true nature. He had not a fire broken out shortly thereafter in the establishment in which we were residing. This Reggie, if that truly was his name, stood completely untouched by the flames, whereas my own clothing quickly caught fire. The vampire carried me out of the burning inn, saving my life from certain death, then treated my numerous wounds. At first, Reggie refused to answer my query as to how he had miraculously survived the furnace-like temperatures inside the burning inn without so much as a scratch on his body or a hair singed on his head. Eventually, however, he must have sensed I was a man of the world, one who would not jump to hasty judgments based on appearance or species, and revealed his identity, along with a great number of highly interesting facts. According to Reggie, not all vampires are alike. This vast family contains both mindless catachans, fledders, and echimaras, who in form resemble overgrown bats far more than humans, as well as Alps and Bruxae, who look remarkably like comely maids. In addition to these, there are even more powerful higher vampires to which genus belonged my unexpected acquaintance. Not even a witcher can discern a higher vampire from a mortal man. Contrary to popular belief, they cannot be killed by pounding aspen stakes into their chests, nor by cutting off their heads, nor, as I can vouch for based on my personal experience, by fire. They do not fear running water, garlic, or symbols of any creed. It might be some consolation to learn a vampire's bite does not turn a human into one of their number, and they do not in any way need our blood in order to survive. To them, it is merely a delicacy in which they indulge from time to time, like men do with fine wine. Regis asked me to keep his tale to myself. But now, as I lay on my deathbed, I feel I must share this secret knowledge and fuck Regis over. Even if it means fucking Regis over. Cool, cool.
Be gone. You ought not to be here.
I know. But there's loot, Gran. There's loot. It's just the way it is. Ooh. Let's pop a save and then see what's down here. It could be the darkest of secrets. Yeah, I think it is. Beautiful, terrible secrets. How you doing there, computer? Ah, you're alright. Hello again, Kobek99. I have no idea how long ago you said that. Sorry if I've been ignoring you for ages. I've just been, I've been in bestiary land and book reading land. And now it's, the land of getting out this ladder. How you doing tonight? How far away are ye? Alright, down Warren. We can fast travel there. Hello there, Ealdorman. They call me Geralt.
Greetings. Nice village.
Aye.
A real pearl of the swamps.
If you say so.
You get by all right?
Aye, winter to winter. Somehow we survive.
Recognize this dagger?
Aye, master. I didn't know you belonged to them.
Why complicate it?
So you know who sent me. Good. Easier that way.
Forgive me. I didn't know you came from the Ladies of the Wood.
They help you often?
From the time of his cutting, every man is theirs. They be harsh mistresses, but they're fair. Just. Demanding they can be, but then nothing in life comes easy. Who drove off the plaguey heirs? Who gave us seeds to plant?
Yeah, about those plaguey heirs. They
be eating the soles of their boots, whereas we will.
They might be coming back.
We get along well enough.
Hear about an ashen-haired woman meeting the Ladies of the Wood?
I ain't heard nothing about that. Beg your question to the ladies and they may answer. They knows all that happens in Velen.
They got informers?
The woods listen for them. A lone word at an ill hour can arouse their wrath, but they hear pleas and prayers as well. Once a swineherd lost a sow. Sat and cried at the crossroads. The sow ran out of the trees as if chased by a devil. Straight to the swineherd.
Ever meet the Ladies of the Wood?
Never. They only shows
There will be a
themselves
hard
to the
decision in this
chosen.
mission. Ooh, spoilers.
Chance one day I too will be summoned.
I'm supposed to help solve your problem. Tell me what it is. Just the essentials.
I've already caused a
War
plague,
awoke an
so
ancient power.
I don't mind.
An evil one that feeds on bloodshed. Nightmares haunt
Whatever
our
else
nights
comes.
and days. Folks sleepwalk from their homes, never to return. Under the tree on the Whispering Hillock they lie. Unburied all. Fathers, sons, daughters and mothers. Folk are afeared to move them. You must go there. The dark powers must be cast off.
Need more details.
You must see for yourself. Me grand's mum whacked me crosswise for straying near the Whispering Hillock. But what happens there now's a wonder.
A few times folk from round here gathered to chop down the trees and burn the cursed soil back to use. None returned. The ground neath the weeds is white with human bones.
When did all this start?
3 year back. I remember 'twas a warm day. Went to check the snares for game. Pulled a hare from me trap. It grew dark all of a sudden, though it was nigh on noontime. Thought it was a storm at first. A squeal pierced the air, near burst me ears. The hair rotted in me hands, and the leaves shriveled and yellowed, though it were yet the start of summer. Times have been ill ever since. Folks' teeth turn black as charcoal. Women folk fight like polecats, bawling and brawling over nothing. The young'uns, born crippled, lame, fear and cursing. Long have we pled for the lady's help.
And I didn't think to give you any until right now.
Ladies of the Wood don't know what this power is?
They know all. Old Thekla claimed they'd be punishing us. Folk stopped respecting them. Some even call them witches. But must not be they, for they sent you.
I'll look around the Whispering Hillock.
You be careful, Master Witcher. Don't ye treat this evil light.
So given your opaque references of a hard decision to come later, I'm assuming that getting rid of this evil will in some way cause a lot of harm. Come on, Roach. To the bad times we go. El Banditos?
Be gone. Come no closer. I know whence you come.
You alright there, PC? You are making a racket of which I am not used.
Fang bites.
The powers that protect me, they sense whence you come.
Suppose we are in the middle of a windy forest, in the middle of rain. Oh, hello there. What are wolves not like again? Moondust, I think... No, I don't have any of that. Devil's Puffball, do have some of that. Cursed Oil and Igni. Alright. Right. Shut up a sec. Devil's Puffball and Igni is what they're not going to be happy with. I didn't cast Igni nearly often enough. You can run around and scamper all you like. So it is in fact going to heal now, which means I would like to Thunderbolt. Just fucking go for it.
Damn it.
Go! Get your sword out, you wanker. I think this werewolf may have beaten me, by the way. But that's okay. I've just got to practice. They just like permanently heal after that howl, is that how it works? I'll let him take me down. And I'll save my big DPS moves until after the howl happens. Most reason save. Alright there, PC, I'll worry about you. Worry about you when you're this noisy. Can anyone else hear this? Hey, you alright?
Be gone. Come no closer. I know whence.
I'm sure you do. Just allow me to get ready for the next big bout. Cursed oil. I spot a devil's puffball.
You come.
Nice.
The powers that protect me, they sense whence you come.
Fuck off, wolves! I'm not even going to find the werewolf this time round. It's pretty typical. My PC's calmed down a bit now. Below. Look for some sort of cave entrance. Alright, first of all...
Be gone! Be gone! The powers will not relent.
Well, how long you gonna make me wait? Lost your nerve?
Come on, you scampery. Alright. Oh, no you don't, you little fuckhead.
Show yourself. I want to talk.
It took a lot for me to beat that werewolf, it really did. I want to see if I can get away with a meditate. At this point. I think we did get away with it. Nice one.
Magic. A place of power.
Can I get an ability point from this? Fucking marvellous. Let's use that then to polish this off. Alright, now I'll finish upgrading the rest of my stuff as well. When I next can. Oh shit! I'm level 9 now. That means I can wear something that I made for myself. These. Just perfect, perfect, perfect. Let's get in there. Come on, girl. Don't forget how to swim.
Why have you come? Why spill this blood? Are you here to grant me death? Or is my freedom your wish?
Dunno.
I was attacked.
This is my prison. A fortress besieged. Murderers I await, and my forest protects me.
Murderers?
Murderous sisters killed my body. Now my soul they hunt, for I defy them.
Who are you?
I abandoned my circle, where I'd kept the balance. The crones killed me, and cursed my ghost.
Never heard of a druid circle in Velen.
I wander eternally through a maze of vows, helplessly sliding over us.
Must know the crones pretty well.
They are Velen's curse. They hear all through severed ears. They weave hair and twist lives. They take their strength from a broth of human flesh.
Why did they kill you?
The crones want this land. They'd rule the wood alone. I stood in their way. I had to die.
You claim to be imprisoned. How so?
I am bound here in fetters of magic. I wandered endlessly, a labyrinth of thieves. The children, I know all. I know what awaits them. Free me, please. I must help.
If something threatens the orphans, I'll help them myself.
The children have been taken. Free me, please. I can be a gale, a gallop unchained. I shall save them. Only I can.
You're being incredibly vague. Please be specific about what's going on.
Why do you think the kids from the meadow are in danger?
The sisters took them.
What does that mean?
They shall not return.
Where'd they take them? I can help.
It is done already. It cannot be undone.
Okay.
There are no rules.
So what's the point in saving you then?
They shall all die. Let them be saved.
How, if it's already been done?
The crones. What do you know about them?
The sisters are older than the oldest trees. Velen is their realm. All life here serves them. The sisters live concealed. You will not find them. They hear all. You cannot hide.
Just fucking die.
I don't believe you, Spirit. Too many claim you're evil. Your words alone, not enough.
Dare to harm me, and against you will rise all the powers of nature.
Yeah, just... Right, Endrega. What are they weak against? So... Insectoid oil only. Okay. Don't know if this is the hard choice you're referring to, but I'm not a fan of choices where I basically just have, like, very few details as to what's actually going on. How can I make an informed decision? First of all, I would like to Quen up. And then an Yrden would be amazing, actually. Alright, fuck Yrden, it's Quen time again. Alright, slow these fuckers down. Special way I'm supposed to hurt this tree's heart? Ah. Alright, just like this, okay. Alternative Yrden gives damage. What do you mean, alternative Yrden? Is there, like, different ways I can cast signs? Because if so, I have no idea about that.
Place of power. Should draw from it.
Go on, then. Right, so let's see what terrible betrayal has happened here.
Solved your problem. Just in case, though, avoid the Whispering Hillock for a while.
Cannot be.
Secondary Yrden
There's
check-in
something
skills.
lurking there.
Okay, we'll do.
An evil spirit had possessed a tree on the hill. It was responsible for the killings.
How'd ye dispel this evil.
Stabbed it.
Some being had come to possess the tree's heart. I destroyed the heart and its inhabitant.
So it were a ghost. Will it be back?
No. The crones, or the ladies of the wood as you call them, said to remind you about payment. Take it you know what they want?
Aye, I do. Give me the dagger. Be back soon.
It's gonna be like a baby or something, isn't it? All the children. Oh, alright. Just in here. Okay. Okay, then.
There's payment. Take it to the ladies, will you?
What the hell was that?
'Tis our pact. You're a stranger. You don't know life here. It's honest pay for their protection.
He's remarkably
So,
calm about this.
All those ears in the woods.
Put it out your mind, master. You soon be leaving, and we must tarry on, our young'uns and their young'uns after 'em. No gods nor masters watch over Velen. The land is no man's. He who wants to survive must seek his own protectors.
Yay, hunting boots. There we go. Oh, that's fine. I was expecting way
Sheathe your
worse.
weapon, young man.
He's nothing lovelier in real life.
In real life, you're different than you were in the tapestry.
Well, bring it here.
Yeah, I get it. Bring it here. Bring it here.
You can bring it, not ogle it.
Do you know who is this woman? That's Gran. These are some ladies of the wood. That's about as much as I know.
Never seek to cross us again.
We shall forgive you this transgression, for you've done well. Your children are plump as piglets, sweet as caramel.
But now we must talk to our white-haired friend.
I know that mark. This is Anna, the wife of the Baron of Crow's Perch.
She belongs to no man.
Ah.
Ripened in her womb.
Well, now I know.
Sprouted from seeds sown by a man she detested.
We helped her. She agreed to serve. She bears the mark. She is ours. Come. It is another woman who interests you. Speak, white-haired one.
You looked different in the tapestry.
We're all dressed up just for you.
If you only knew how much time we spent in front of the glass.
Do you
Pretend that
desire
chain
us?
clips right through you.
I'm impressed. Polymorphism, a rare talent.
Oh, I'd suck every last drop out of you.
Ah, to be woven together with you?
Geralt just gets them all.
I'd be your best and last.
Not what I came for.
Go on, Geralt, whine.
You used me to tame the Whispering Hillock. A lot of work.
Imo, you took the better decision. Well, that's the thing, right?
Did you destroy the evil
Let me talk to you in a
powers?
second.
Have you brought peace to our domain?
Yes.
So fortunate to have found so brave a knight, so able.
So, there's been a couple of times, I know I'm not that far into the game yet, you know. I'm about like 20 hours, which sounds like a lot, but I'm guessing this is a really long game. But there have been a few quests where there have been decisions, and I've tried to do like the right thing, the optimistic thing, the thing that seems like it's going to lead to a happy ending, and there's always been some like horrible twist, some deadly consequence that I couldn't have seen coming. So now I just figure that if I pick the most cynical option every time I get a choice, that's going to be the correct one. Because when she was like, oh, you know, the kids are in danger, I've actually been wronged, you'd be like, ooh, you're wronged, are you? Well then I'll free you, I'll believe you, I'll be on your side. No doubt that even though that's the more optimistic choice, there was going to be some terrible, terrible consequence. So yeah, just be pessimistic all the time, and everything in this game, I'm assuming, is going to go well.
Whose spirit was trapped in the tree?
That of one who once cheated death.
But she couldn't deceive you, brave knight.
You've rid the world of a great evil.
Our deal. I did my part, now you do yours.
A word once given, we never break.
The girl. Mousy blonde. That's what they call it.
Thin as a rail, terrified, exhausted. She could barely stand, the poor thing.
We cared for her as best we could.
Like she was our own daughter.
Wasted affection. She proved a very naughty girl.
Mischievous, stubborn, and selfish.
The young woman I seek never hurt anyone without cause.
You've not seen her long. She's changed for the worse.
Why'd she attack you?
She's no longer the girl you once knew. Wrath consumes her.
Don't believe you. They say you always keep your word, so tell me everything, exactly as it happened.
We shall tell you, brave boy.
Very bright flashback time.
We knew someone supposed to arrive. We read beast entrails, saw the omens.
We would glimpse her likeness, a mirage in a puddle. She came from the lower swamp.
We knew not at first it was her the omens had spoken of.
A child of the elder blood. The soul seed that would burst into flame.
She fell into our hands. Elder blood.
The blood of the traitress. Does she sleep?
Like a lamb.
Come, sisters, no point in dawdling. The table's set. The cauldron bubbles.
We cannot! You know she is meant for him!
Emlyrith will get her. He will. But not whole.
Well said. We'll just have a sample.
I'll take her feet. Lovely. And plump. Perfect for a broth.
Oh, I can taste it already. Very well. Get on with it.
Oh, you'll regret that, girl. Regret it dearly.
an escape quest with Ciri is just going to be the easiest thing in the world. There you go. Ruh-roh.
You tried to kill her. Tried to butcher her like an animal and eat her.
Her blood. The taste brought back memories of our youth.
Elder blood. Extraordinary girl. But you know that. Such a shame she
Does that
fled.
insect eyeball hurt or feel uncomfortable in any way?
She escaped you, but I'll find her. We'll come back here together and kill you.
Your return, you shall. Our fates are bound. And one will die. But it shan't be one of us.
Now you shall chase shadows and wander midst fog.
Each time you see her, she will be a mirage. And if you find her, the girl will die. Seeing you, handsome knight.
Alright, so let's have a look at that whole Anna thing, because I'm not completely sure what happened there. Let's figure this one out together then. Geralt did not meet Anna Strenger, the Bloody Baron's wife, when he visited Crow's Perch. Sometime before his arrival, this woman had disappeared in unexplained circumstances along with her daughter Tamara. Geralt did, however, receive a detailed description of the missing woman. Anna was a comely 40-something woman with green eyes and dark hair as raven wings, which she kept in a tight bun behind her head. Geralt discovered that Anna's marital life had not been working out as well as she might have hoped. She had recently been pregnant but lost a child for unknown reasons shortly before her disappearance. When Geralt pushed the Baron about the matter, the ugly truth finally came out. Desperate and miserable, Anna had fled, taking Tamara with her after her drunken husband beat her badly. The Baron was convinced Anna had miscarried because of his actions, but Geralt was not so certain about this. He couldn't stop thinking about the strange talisman meant to ward off evil power Anna had received from the Pella. The situation grew even more entangled when Geralt discovered that after fleeing Crow's Perch, Anna had been taken captive by some gigantic beast who carried her off into the darkness. As if that wasn't horror enough, eyewitness testimony claimed her hands had been burned with strange glowing symbols shortly before this. Perhaps this was precisely what the talisman Anna had received from the Pella had been meant to guard against. Tamara only deepened Geralt's sad understanding of her mother's situation. The women had decided to flee together because they had had enough of the Baron's drunken rages and beatings. Anna hated her husband so much that she was ready to do anything in order to be free of the man, and the child he had put inside her. Geralt put the facts together and realised that the old woman in the swamps was in fact Anna, the Baron's missing wife. He also learned that the signs on her hands were symbols of the pact she had made with the crones in order to get rid of her unwanted child. Geralt's suspicions were confirmed shortly thereafter. The curse afflicting the unfortunate woman was indeed the crone's doing. Anna had turned to the Ghastly Sisters because she did not wish to give birth to the Baron's child. The crones granted her wish in their own twisted way, with a curse that made the fetus inside her wither on the vine, taking Anna's life energy with it. In despair, she turned to the Pella, who made her a talisman to hamper the evil magic's influence. Anna had lost this during her fight with the Baron, and thus was rendered defenceless against the crone's magic. After that, the worst was free to happen. The markings on her palm began to burn, and a fiend dragged her to the heart of Crookback Bog, where she paid back her debt as the crone's slave. Alright then, that's not especially fantastic. But, you know, Crones is Crones. What are you going to do? Okay, so at this point, I'll pop back and complete family matters. And whether or not I've got quests in my level range after that is how we'll determine what I do next. So there is a fast travel point very nearby. I don't know if I should have like tried to attack the Crones here and now, because that seems to be an option, but you know, if I'm going to come back and kill him later with Ciri, whatever. But I didn't want to be like, I didn't want to be this sort of rash, impulsive, well, I killed that tree spirit and now I'm going to kill you too and just make it so everyone's dead. Like, we've got to calm down sometimes and just think things through. You know, if we have the chance to not immediately kill things and gather more data, maybe we should do that every now and then. So Baz is not going to be pleased with this news, I don't think. I think I'm going to get in a lot of trouble for this one. But he will hopefully give me a bit more Ciri info as well. Just by walking past it were my items enhanced. Nice.
Ploughing hangover.
Hey up, Baz. You're not going to be happy.
I'm listening. What do you come to me with?
Got news of your wife.
Ploughing hell, why'd you not say so forthwith? Where is she? Why have you not returned with her?
She's in Crookback Bog. Got food, a place to live, and keeps herself busy. Didn't look like she had the slightest desire to leave.
You were to bring her back, not report on the conditions she lives under.
I was supposed to find her, and I did. That was our deal, nothing more.
You still think me rotten to the core. A base bastard, don't you? You believe I alone am at fault for what happened here.
Irrelevant. Huh. I can even say irrelevant.
Doesn't matter what I believe.
Yet, looking at you, I see contempt. Can't speak for the world you witches inhabit, but in ours, nothing is ever black and white.
Sorry, but your life story, just not interested. This isn't a social call. I'm here on business.
Will you at least tell me how Anna wound up in that blasted bog?
Your wife is with the Crones, as their servant.
What the fuck do you mean? What Crones?
Ones who live in Crookback Bog.
Oh, I've heard folk speak of them. I thought it naught but tales to scare the children with. How on earth did she land there?
They fled by night. They were riding past the forest when a beast serving the Crones attacked them and abducted Anna.
A beast? Bloody hell. And Tamara? Was she hurt?
No.
Oh, thank the gods for that. So, Annie? What happened to her?
The creature carried her deep into Crookback Bog. Didn't harm her, though. In fact, Anna seems content there.
Content? What is this tripe, Witcher? What in bloody blazes is she doing in that swamp?
She made a pact with the crones and, well, I think she might have lost her mind.
A pact? What the bloody hell?
She was with child, a child she didn't want to bear. Went to the crones for help. They promised to rid her of the problem in exchange for a year of her service. And they kept their word, in their own twisted way.
What do you mean?
No problem, Kobat99. I'm going to stop streaming pretty soon anyway, so you won't miss much. Good night.
Instead, the crones sapped her of strength and ultimately forced her body to miscarry. I think that's when she started to lose her mind. Then they placed magic tethers on her, tethers that cause great pain when tested. A guarantee she'll pay off her debt.
A pact with witches? Bloody nightmare, sounds like some jest. We must get her out. We can't leave her there.
Do what you will, but leave me out of this. You ask me, wading through the swamp to mess with the crones, just plain stupid.
What would you have me do? Sit on my ass and wait for her return? I'll send men, go with them myself, and we will pull her out.
I've warned you. What you do, that's your business. We had a deal. I've done my part. Your turn to do yours.
A word once given. Now, what did I last...
Basilisk. It had just attacked you.
Ah, right. Gargantuan. One solid brute. I thought we breathed our last.
Watch out!
If I don't survive this, you're to take whatever you want from the fortress.
Hey, nice.
Survive.
Let's show this bastard what we're worth.
Fucking cheap shot. Don't have anything to shoot it down with. Okay. Just kind of have to deal with it. Right, come here, Basil. Don't shit on me, Basil. I really need to keep an eye on the animations. That was my fault. I was not reading when the Basilisk was going to attack at all. So we'll just load that up. Try again. La 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 la. Meh. Come on. Right, I'm still fucking up really badly. No, Siri. All right. I think I should just quick attack, dodge out. Quick attack, dodge out. Use Axii Sign to force an algal to hide its spikes. Interesting. Groups of outlaws sometimes do fnibby. Land, you bastard! Come on, Siri. Help me to help you. I sort of did something there, didn't I? Get down here, fuckhead! I think I'm getting into the groove of it now. Cheetah! Cheetah! Pumpkin Eater! God, that bleed is annoying. Nice. Kill him, paradoxically. We've had quite a day.
Damn it! I can't leave him like that.
Why not, though? Oh, cool. Looks like there's potential for some kind of wall jump mechanic here. Oh, I found the magical spot that makes a cutscene happen. Good for me. I mean, you should be able to finish it off. I got it down to like almost no health. I was expecting a decapitation there. Sounds more like it. And then we all had tea.
You have everything?
Yes, thank you.
What you did for me, I shall never forget it.
Why is that? Why you must... Okay. That's a weird sentence.
You helped me as well. When your man brought me here. You fed me, cared for me, had my wounds looked after. We're even now.
You needn't leave. You're in good company here. We'll always have a warm corner for you.
I must
Very
leave.
warm. Sometimes this place just catches fire for no apparent reason.
Wraiths pursue me. The Wild Hunt. I was foolish to use the power. They're sure to have caught my scent.
The Wild Hunt? Pursuing you?
I'll endanger all of you by remaining here. You must tell the people to bar their doors and windows. and no one is to wander the night.
You? Where do you think you're going?
Now, I ride for Novigrad. And then, who knows where.
God, being pursued by an undead army of impossible destruction must be such a pain in the arse.
She mounted and rode off. It grew awfully empty without her.
Redanian armies blocked the Pontar crossing, yet you sent Ciri to Novigrad.
She was looking for a sorceress, and all of them are in Novigrad. Besides, I didn't leave her at the Redanians' mercy. I gave her a letter of safe conduct.
Who was the letter to?
No one. It was like this one. Show that to those pricks at the crossing, and they'll let you pass.
This for me?
See no reason to make things harder for you. You seek your child, this letter will help.
Where do you get these letters?
Haven't always led this pack of jesters. Served in the Temerian army once.
Redanians guard the crossing.
True. But with a bit of fame and a friend here and there, well, banners and heraldry don't mean so much.
So there's a chance Ciri's still in Novigrad. Thanks for helping her.
It's nothing. Now you've learned what you wanted to know, you must be in a hurry. But, if you could...
Spit it out.
I want to go get Anna. Free her, bring her back. I don't believe she's there willingly.
Must have not heard me. Any journey into the swamp is suicide.
I heard you, which is why I could use your aid. I've no more tales of Ciri to offer you, but go with me and I'll be generous with what I do have. Very generous.
Why not? Quests, eh?
Extra coin never hurt.
Ha! True indeed. I'll round up my men and ride to Downwarren. You can join us there.
Fine. Sounds good.
Alright then.
There you are.
Sorry, we was never.
What was that?
You tell me. Man or monster? My men call him Uma and say he's a beast. But he seems a man to me. Just hideous as Ardle's shit.
Uma? Strange name.
Aye, strange. But he gave us no other.
You mean he can talk?
Hardly. It was like this. I asked what they called him. He sat there, not saying a thing, trying to stick a toe up his nose. So I grabbed his hand, looked him in the eyes, and asked, "What's your name?" Gave me this damned foolish look and stammered, "Oh, Uma?" And it stuck.
Doesn't look like a monster, but my medallion's trembling. Strange. Where'd you find him?
Funny story, actually. I won him in a game of cards.
Must have been pretty desperate to play for that.
Ah, quit your carping, smartass. Someone wagered him and we played. If anyone was desperate, it was the bugger's former master.
Funny story. How so?
Went to Novigrad once to rest, indulge in the city's pleasures. Stayed at a tavern and some folk there were playing, so I joined in. Cards were kind that day. Had one devilish hand after another. Robbed the whoresun's blind. One fellow, a merchant, took it especially hard. He'd gambled away everything he'd brought from Skellige. Wanted terribly to play another hand, so I agreed. Asked him what he had to wager, and he showed me that sideshow. Not much in it for me, but fuck it, I thought. I'll give the man a chance to win something back. Luck was not with him, and Uma wound up here at Crow's Perch. End of story.
Hilarious. Real side splitter.
Oh, you wouldn't know a good tale from a runny fart.
Proper baron now. Even got a jester.
Aye, though I feel something's not right with him.
How so?
Well, he seems more beast than man. But there's wisdom, cunning in the bastard's eyes. Or maybe I'm imagining it. Ever run into anything like him?
No, but he doesn't look dangerous.
I guess that's that. Doesn't eat much, so as long as he's no trouble, the boys might as well have some diversion.
Time I was on my way. So long.
Farewell. I hope you find your daughter.
What a random happenstance.
And prove a good father to her.
Better than you. Look at me go! Level 10. So, Destination Skellige. I actually... Does that mean... Main quests? Is that like how I go to a new map? I'm assuming that's what that means. That's cool. So I've got a buttload more to do before that. And quite a few things have opened up to me now on level 10, so... Huzzah, huzzah! God damn it, loves cruel snares. Could have done you properly now, but I just didn't know. I just didn't know. Anyway, let's... Oh, an alternate sign mode. Interesting. That'd be nice. So what's the alternate Yrden? Damages and slows. What makes this alternate instead of just better? We may never know. Anyway, let's just get this one sorted out for now. So I'm going to stop playing for now. Got a whole bunch of quests to do the next time I stream, which probably won't be tomorrow, probably won't be Wednesday. I'm probably not going to stream on days that I'm raiding, so Thursday it is. But we've had a grand old time. I feel like I'm uploading more of the map. Here's Portal Keeper Hazabel's beautiful face. And I will see you all... Come on, game. See you all later.